Well, many say a new law in Illinois is righting wrongs from the past. For $10, homeowners can remove racist clauses once used to bar people of certain races from buying homes or living in particular neighborhoods. State Senator Adrian Johnson, one of the law's sponsors, joins me this morning. Good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning. Great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I have to be completely transparent and honest with you. I did not know this was even a thing. So many of my cousins did not know either. So give me an example of what one of these deeds might have said.
Sure. Well, the constituent who brought this issue to Representative Dan Dedich's and my attention, Nicole Sullivan, her deed read, "Premises shall never be sold, transferred, or leased to any person or persons of African or Negro, Japanese, Chinese, Jewish, or Hebrew races, or their descendants, or allowed to be occupied by any such person or persons, their servants or owners or lessees accepted." And you just can't make this up.
Wow. Yeah, really, there are no words. Just to clarify, though, the clauses were outlawed in 1968, but they're still buried in a lot of these property documents, right?
Right. That's right. So in 1948, the Supreme Court deemed racial restrictive covenants unenforceable. However, despite this ruling, realtors and developers continued to include racial restrictive covenants and deeds until 1968, when the Federal Housing Authority outlawed these covenants altogether. And unexpected homeowners still have racial language buried in their deeds. But the good news is that Senate House Bill 58, or Public Act 102-0110, allows individuals, condominium association, and unit owners associations and other property owners a cost-effective way to remove these racial restrictive covenants from their property deeds.
Let me ask you, so some people at home might be asking, okay, if the Supreme Court deemed these clauses unenforceable more than 7 decades ago, why is this important to be able to remove the language?
Yes, the presence of these unlawful restrictive, racial restrictive covenants, I feel, sends a clear signal that certain people are unwelcome in certain neighborhoods. So the fact that these restrictions are enforceable is cold comfort to Black, Asian, and Jewish families seeking to live in certain neighborhoods who may receive strong messages that they are not wanted or welcome. Now, removing racial restrictive covenants is a way, I feel, to help begin the repair Black and brown communities have endured after nearly a century of housing discrimination. And it's important for homeowners to have a path for removing racist language from their property deeds. And as you know, racial restrictive covenants have a long and painful history in the U.S. And it's time that we finally rid our systems of the remnants of this racist practice.
Absolutely. And I implore anyone who maybe like me did not know about this, just do a Google search and do some research and educate yourself on this topic. Senator Adrian Johnson, thank you so much for your time this morning and clarifying all of this. A symbolic victory, but definitely does not take away from the deep meaning behind the victory. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right. Let's send it over.